No, that gate is not open because I gotta open that gate if I want to get onto the other side of it, and then I could get to a ledge there. Same thing with that. Like, there's no... That gate there is not open either, so... Yeah, it fits. Like, I know, for example, that when I did some of this, like, I opened this... Like, this, for example, has gotten opened up now. So I'm looking to see if there's, like, a crack in a pillar that I could use to get to, like, jump up and get out of the way of the swords. I can try. I'm looking for like a switch or a crack or something in one of these pillars that I could use to jump up. Can I do the same what thing on the other side? No, what do you mean? Like switches? I already threw the switches on both of these. But see, right there, I need to get there somehow. And also, that switch up there is going to turn them off. I need to get to that, which I do by going there. And that ledge. I get to that ledge through that pillar. Okay, so that pillar's there, that pillar's there. Alright, alright. So I need to get up there. That third pillar. That'll get me there. That pillar will get me to the ledge. That ledge will allow me to jump over to that ledge. That ledge will let me jump there. That will let me jump there. And that will let me shut this off. So I need to get to that third pillar. And the question is, can I go up on the third pillar directly? Or do I have to go over to it using, like, the second pillar? Yeah, the incredibly short pillar. Yeah, I agree, Lego. I agree. I agree. I think it's got something to do with one of the pillars. See, if I could get, like, if I could jump from there, I could get over to there. Just blink. Oh, I know, right, man? I wish. Oh, wait, look at that, look at that, look at that, I found it. Okay. So that's how I got over and pulled this switch. But what I did was I jumped off too quickly, I think. Because from here I can get onto that pillar. And from there, if I'm really lucky and I really eat my Wheaties, oh god, I can fall to my death. I wasn't worried because I'd hit the checkpoint, in case anyone was wondering. Of course, the only problem is that there's still some swords up there now. Yeah. Pro MLG skills. Alright, let's try that again. Up there. Like that. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This is a little scary, I gotta be honest. Whew. Okay. Oh, great. Shit. Wow. I know. I think that ship is probably already sailed, Lego, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Lara Croft's mom at this point was already like, wait a minute. Actually, Lara Croft's mom is not alive at this point, right? In the Tomb Raider lore. It's just her dad? Or am I getting that confused with the movie? Wow. Yeah, okay. Scary. So here's the problem with this grappling thing, is that I have no idea, like, what angle I'm supposed to use it to jump. I mean, maybe I just have to keep going until I get it even. See, that's what I mean. I don't understand what I'm doing there. I have no idea what I'm doing there. Like, I don't know how to jump away from the wall, if that's what I'm supposed to do. Pillar? What do you mean, Owen? I mean, I know I'm supposed to be trying to get to the pillar, but I don't know how to jump from the wall to make that happen. Scary. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, so what do I don't know how to jump. Like, when I jump, I just jump straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't... Yay! Wow. Not by a lot. I'm nervous about that sword down there. Okay. Yeah, no, I know. Lego, that wasn't the problem. The problem was I didn't know how to do it. Like, I wasn't sure how to, like, control it so that happened. Oh, dear God. That room. That room. No thank you with that room. Whew. Thank you. And all that, I totally forgot whether I had the right key. I was like, did I ever get the key? Yeah, yes I did. Checkpoint. Damocles. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. In before obvious attack. Here we go. Wow. Wow. Check it out, though. 6 out of 6 artifacts. Huh? 6 out of 6. Wow. That was an epic level. Now, is that 657, like, just for this level? Or is that, like, how much time I've spent on all of it, I wonder? Yeah, like, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, what? I should unlock more than that. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Yes, I would. Let me check this time for a second. Yeah, I would assume so, because I don't think I spent that long on it. Oh, okay. Alright, so I will play another few minutes. The Colosseum, huh? I hear more rats. Where's the other rats? Or are those bats? Those rats or bats? Do the story adventure thing? Alright. I probably, you know what? I probably actually will do that, Xenos. I think that's a good idea. Let me just get to a place where I know where I'm going. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm already full up on shotgun shells. Get my breath back. And yeah, I'm gonna do it in a minute. Whoops. Control passageway. Get my breath back again, and then I'll go back the other direction. As soon as I get back on dry land, and I get a checkpoint. Just got there in time. Alright, this looks like a good spot. She's like, what's going on? Alright, fun, fun, fun. A second here. Level statistics. Alright, so yeah, so that is total. So far I've spent 7 hours on this. And there's one artifact to find here, so that's good to know. Very cool. Alright. Cool. Alright, gotta change my channel name. Yes, what do you got, Nedwin? You want to ask me... When I put all this behind me, what will I become when I grow up? Because I don't feel like broadcasting that fact yet, Nedwin. I have to be careful about when and how I talk about my Twitch stuff. Has to do with kind of reputation and writing and stuff like that. And I have some thoughts about how I'm going to do that, actually, and some things that that may connect with that. But at the moment, I am not comfortable doing that as of yet. No problem. Okay, now I'm going to... So now, Neto, I have a question for you. I can just screen region the sorcery program that you put together, right? Let me see if I can do that. Okay. You guys are going to love this when you see what Nedwin put together. Wait till you guys check this out. Hold on. Get ready for to awesome. I saw it. Come on, Twitch. There we go. Oh, yeah, yeah. Look at that. You guys like that, right? That is Nedouin's new program, right? How cool is that, huh, chat? There is newer ver- Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. There's a newer version than this one, Nedouin? What do you mean? Oh, all right. Well, please then, let me fire up TeamSpeak then. Hold on. Let me fire up TeamSpeak. Yeah, on my way.
Connected. Channel switched.
Hey,
Hey, Nedouin, what's up?
nothing much.
All right, send.
Just,
Yeah. So if you
yeah,
got a new one, awesome, man.
it will be always on that link. You
Okay,
said you use Dropbox,
I
so
do. I do. So that's perfect.
I got into it.
Awesome. I will clear that list. Okay, I got it. So let me get rid of this. Let me put this up here. Let me put this up here. Let me rename this thing like this. All right. Let me do that. All right. Let me get rid of this screen window. All right. Let's see. Add screen region. Ding. Okay, and then let's see. Whoops. Even with 3 monitors, this is challenging my this is challenging my ability to do
What
something.
the hell? Dropbox is glitching again.
Oh, it is? I got it. It worked.
No, it isn't. It's glitchy one. I've remade it later. Why is it not updating properly? Like, it's been said that I updated version. Oh shit. I just want it to be perfect. But you might want to use this one.
Okay, well, let me...
It's just weird because it said that ah I'm sorry.
uh, let me explain who has nothing to feel sorry about. That would be the person who designed this crazy, awesome program. So you have literally
I
nothing to be sorry about.
there is sorry about like I'm wasting your time, for example.
What? At the moment, you're not wasting anything because I'm trying to put a title on this. So, is there a way to put a title down? Is there a way to put a title like down, like a?
Like
In other words, like vertically instead of horizontally? Does anybody know?
Letter by letter, no, but you can rotate it easily.
Oh, I can rotate it? That's what I wanted to do.
It will just like from bottom to top, for example, yeah, but it will be like not letter by letter.
Got to figure out how to rotate it.
Um, right mouse button on the region, on the like the title in the explain. Then at the third tab there is the rotation
Oh yeah,
options.
there's something which says, well, I see position, but I see
Try
that.
to slide any of those. You will be able to check it out which one is the one you need.
Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, woo. Oh, there we go. Sort of. Oh, that's pretty sweet actually. It's gonna look pretty good.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have to fix it a little bit, but
Yeah, now it's the latest version. If you want, you can download.
all right, I'll
Time
download
for
that
a
in
game.
just a second.
My brain's all shut from working. And name server. Alright. You probably need to make it smaller, so more of the letters.
There we go. There we
will
go. There we
be
go. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to do that.
perfect time.
That's not bad, right?
It's awesome.
What do you think, chat? You like
You
it?
need to
I need
you
to
need to download some special font for it.
need to rotate it.
Sexy face.
Yeah, that's nonsense. What I was just doing there. Okay. All right. So all I need to do now is just rotate this a little bit back the other way, and I'll be good. Perfect. Hey, what's up, Lois? Yeah, I got it.
Hey, Lord.
That's awesome. How do I save?
Yes, that was I talking about. This version is bugged actually.
Okay, all
Buttons
right.
are below the layout. You, if you want, you just can refresh the page you were downloaded from, and it will be a new link over there.
You follow Lortag into his study, an elegant room lined floor to ceiling with books. You converse with him on the way and learn that he is a sage and scholar who now teaches local children. He seems to be a fairly peaceful fellow, quite out of character with the city he lives in. He explains he has had a good life and wishes to spend the rest of it doing what he can to help civilize the city. As it is apparent that he may be able to help you with your quest, you ask him if he knows anything of the spell needed to open the north gate. Indeed, I know one line of the spell, he says, and this I will gladly tell you if you can help me with a problem I am having. You agree to help if you can. I have recently been trying to decipher some runes. I am working on an exercise, but I am now stuck as I do not know which rune follows in the sequence. Which would you say should follow? You have some knowledge of runes and study the problem carefully. Look at the sequence depicted in the illustration and choose the rune that you think should follow. Okay, so here's where I have to describe this visually, and as I say, this is not perfect, but it's basically the only thing I can do. So, he's standing in front of a desk, and he has a grand total of 6 pieces of paper on his desk. 5 of the pieces of paper are filled out with sets of symbols. 1 piece of paper is entirely blank. So that last piece of paper basically is what he wants you to fill in. So, I will describe them in turn. On the far left, you have a paper which has 5 symbols, basically looking like a triangle, a couple of suns, a star, and a cross. Okay, so that's 5 symbols. The second one is a piece of paper with 3 symbols, 2 crosses and a triangle. The third symbol is a piece of paper with a grand total of 6 symbols, 3 suns, 2 triangles, and a cross. The fourth one over from the left is a piece of paper with 2 symbols, a cross and a triangle. And the last piece of paper that has writing on it is a piece of paper with 4 symbols, a triangle, something which looks kind of like a figure 8 symbol, and 2 suns. So again, far left, piece of paper with 5 symbols, triangle, cross, 3 suns. Next paper, 3 symbols, 2 crosses and a triangle. Next paper, 6 symbols, 3 suns, a kind of figure 8 thing, a cross and a triangle. Next paper, 2 symbols, a cross and a triangle. Last paper, triangle, figure 8, and 2 suns. So here are the options, okay? Have you guys figured all out what I just described? Again, I'm sorry that it's not that I have to do it like, verbally, but that's the best I can do with the situation, okay? So, here's the options that you guys have. You have basically 4 choices as to what you think it could be. First choice. You can tell him that it is a piece of paper with 4 symbols. That's what you should be doing. A piece of paper with 4 symbols. Cross, figure 8, 2 suns. Okay? Second option. A piece of paper with 3 symbols. 2 crosses and a triangle. Okay? Third option. A piece of paper with 1 symbol. A figure 8. And the last option is a piece of paper with 3 symbols again. 2 suns and a cross. So I'll give those to you again. You can either tell them that you think the answer is 4 symbols, which is 1 cross, 1 figure 8, and 2 suns. You can tell them that the answer is a piece of paper with 3 symbols, 2 crosses, and a triangle. You can tell them that the answer is a piece of paper with 1 symbol, a figure 8, or you can tell them that the answer is a piece of paper with 3 symbols, 2 suns, and a cross. Now, if you guys want any part of any of that repeated, I'm happy to do it.
Before the answer, can you name the book?
Oh, yes. It's Steve Jackson's Sorcery, and it's Book 2, Khare, Khare, City Port of Traps.
Sorcery, yeah.
User joined your channel.
Okay. So I've got one symbol. Hey, Shani. I've got 1 symbol.
Hey.
Let's see. 1 symbol, 2 symbols, 1 symbol, 1 symbol. So I've got 3 votes for 1 symbol so far. One symbol, 1 symbol.
I'll just sit and listen.
Looks like we're leaning towards 1 symbol. Alright, are we going for 1 symbol here?
User joined your channel.
1 symbol going once. 1 symbol going twice. Alright, 1 symbol. Let's see if you guys are right. Let me see that, he says. Why do you think this rune is correct? You explain that the others represent spots on a gambling die. This rune is the missing one. Of course! He exclaimed. He exclaims. He is very excited at your having solved his problem and enthusiastically agrees to help you in your quest. Nice work, guys. You guys did that off of a verbal description. Very, very well done. Good call. So he says, I know of only one line in the spell you require, he starts, and it reads as follows. Okay, so get ready. I'll write this down in a note, but try to remember this too, okay? It says the line of the spell is, so tumblers too, sealed deep inside. So again, that's so tumblers too, sealed deep inside. Okay, so you got one of the four. It kind of helped having a die in front of me. Nice work, Flamed. Yeah, seriously, you guys, very good job. I know not who keeps the other three lines, but they are all leading citizens. In this city, often the creatures know more than the menfolk, so this gift may be of use to you. He hands you a small pouch with what appears to be a handful of green fur inside. You pull it out and find that it is a green wig, which may be useful in your spells. So let me write that down. Oops. Alright. Good call, you guys. Alright, let's see. Thanking him, you decide to press on, collecting your weapon on the way out. Restore your luck to its initial level. Well, you guys are already at that, so. Well done, well done. Alright, you guys got one of the lines of the spell. You need 3 more.
Wait, restore luck to initial level, so we might want to downgrade it to 10 back?
No, because you were already at 11. You're at 11 now. You haven't lost any since you had it up to that. That's your maximum right now.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I see. Oh, you want to? So you just want to test your luck for no reason, so you can get back up there.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Like back to initial level, like, back to the beginning.
Do it. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Like restore it all the way. Yeah. Like when you only had 10. That's fine. All right.
Wait.
Yes.
Good job,
That's it.
Zephos.
Don't say anything.
What?
Just carry on.
Okay. A little further along the road, you come to a tradesman area where potters, weavers, and artists are showing their wares outside their huts. Will you stop and look, or continue? What's it going to be? You guys going to stop and look at the potters, weavers, and artists, or are you going to continue?
Stop and look, my opinion.
Okay, I got 1 vote for stop and look. Look, 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 stop and look, stop and look. All right. And then fits
Look,
with
look.
fits with a non sequitur. Look. Yeah, Kessler, I don't know. I was thinking about that, but the problem is that I don't really know. First of all, I don't think I can change it when I'm streaming. Well, maybe I can, actually. But I don't know whether or not well, you know what? Maybe I should. Yeah, you're right. Give me a second. Let me do that. And I think what everyone said was stop and look. So, let me switch that up. Hold on,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, and by the way, 21 already.
Yeah, it's good
Hello,
stuff, man.
everyone new to the channel. Be sure to follow if you like what you see.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's twitch this up. Let's twitch this up. Let's twitch this up. Let's twitch this up. One of my favorite themes. One of my favorite themes. One of my favorite themes.
This is Vic. He just made the mistake of his life.
Whoops, whoops, whoops. Sorry.
Any given-
Sorry about that.
Dice lower. Or roller.
Okay. It's all set, so you guys can now refresh. You guys can now refresh, and if you wish, and you will now see that the title has been updated. Thanks, Kessler, for the reminder.
I've got fun, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, sorcery.
All right, here we go, here we go. Where was I? Right. Okay, so you guys decided you were going to stop and look, I believe. So let's see what happens. Two artisans look particularly interesting. An artist with no hands who is exhibiting a series of portraits, and a fire master who is displaying ornate fires, all colored in different hues. Which do you want to look at, the artist's works or the fire master's fires?
Fire master's fires? No?
I fixed it. Thanks, Knight. Neither one is a cute girl. Sorry, Xanos. Sorry to disappoint you. Alright, what do we got? Fire. Yeah, feel free when you guys are voting. You can also, as you're voting, say, you know, fire because of this reason or that reason. Because this is your character collectively, so. Alright, fire, 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 fire.
Brains.
Fire. Okay, looks like fire. Lego, you guys are deciding which merchant to look at, so you guys decided to look at a fire master. He looks at you and burns you to a crisp. The end. No, just kidding. You walk over and greet the fire master. He smiles and hopes you are interested in his fires. He shows you the beauty of white, green, blue, and black fire. He is able to create little fires of all these different colors by placing his special rocks of corresponding colors into the flames. You are most impressed, as his creations are certainly beautiful, but they would be of little use to you. Perhaps you'd be interested in one of my special fires, he says. Have a look inside. Do you wish to enter his hut, or would you rather look at the artist's paintings now?
Enter.
Enter the hut or artist paintings?
Enter.
Okay, I got one vote for enter. Hut. Hut, hut. Enter hut. Paintings. Artist. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for hut, 2 for paintings, 6 for hut, 2 for paintings, 7 for hut, 3 for paintings, 8 for hut, 3 for paintings. Okay, 8 to 3 in favor of entering. Going once, going twice. All right, into the hut.
One thing I might want to add also.
Into the hut you go. What's that say again?
Cases. One thing I might want to add to this program is cases. Like how many voted for that case or
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. That would definitely be cool. Okay, you enter the hut. In the center of the room, underneath an open chimney, a fierce fire is burning. Although the blaze is considerable, very little heat actually comes from it, and looking into it you can see a wooden chest resting on the embers in the center of the flames, but it is not burning. If you are apprehensive, you may leave the hut and continue on your way. Otherwise, you may plod away to see what treasures might lie in the chest. You could try stepping into the flames as they are not hot, or you can cast a spell. So basically you've got 3 options. You can continue on your way, you can step into the flames, or you can cast a spell. And if you decide to cast a spell, I'll tell you what the options are. So continue on your way, step into the flames, or cast a spell.
Cast a spell. My option.
Manu. Okay, we got step, step, spell, step, step. Shockingly, Flamed Ghost has no problem stepping into the flames. Let's see. Step, 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 step. Continue. Okay, so I've got, I think, 4 for step, and I've got 2 for leave. I've also got 2 for spell. That's a trap. Okay, right now, stepping into the flames is winning. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for step, 2 for continue, and 2 for spell. 3 for spell. 4 for spell. Oh, now we got a, okay, so we've got a tie, and if it stays that way, then we'll have to have a runoff between those 2. Going once on the tie, going twice. All right, here we go. So you guys are going to stay. So the question is, step into the flame or spell. So you've got 2 options, spell or step into the flames. So we'll vote again. So now you guys can all vote again, spell or step into the flames. Three for step, 2 for spell, 4, 5 for step, 5 for step, 3 for spell.
Oh. So it doesn't count previous roll.
4,
yeah.
5, 6. Yeah, no, this is different now. 6 for step. 1, 2, 3 for spell. Looks like step's going to win unless other people come in here. 6 step, 3 for spell. 6 step, 3 spell. 6 step, 3 spell. Going once. Going twice. Okay, 6 step and 4 spell. Oh wait, no, Netawin had it. Right. I'm sorry, because Netawin had picked spell. Right, good call. So 6 to 4. Okay, it's going to be step. All right, here we go. You step cautiously into the fire. Although the flames do not burn you, the fire begins to sizzle and spit as you enter. As if this were a warning, the fire master appears at the doorway. He is extremely angry that you should be attempting to steal from his chest and tosses a sooty powder into the fire. You shriek loudly as the fire heats up and you are standing in the middle of a blazing inferno. You leap from the fire with flames sprouting from your clothes. Lose 5 stamina points for your burns. You pat out the flames from your burning garments and the fire master orders you out and on your way. I just have to say, you guys in fire, like the freaking pig overburned, like, seriously, you guys in fire are not working out.
Awesome. And
All
no
right.
lack of for us, yeah? Yeah.
I like
at all.
fire.
Like 11 out of 10 and still no.
I like, it's like, idiots. It's like, hey man, you're part of the idiot. You're the one who stepped in the fire. Oh, goodness. That was funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's not gonna work.
You continue along the road until you reach a Y junction where you carry on northwards. Yep. You did, Xanos, you did. You reach a junction where several roads converge. You may continue ahead or turn to the right. Ahead or right?
What is on the right again?
There's nothing like descript about it. Like there's no.
Oh, so it's just a bit of choice.
Yeah.
Um,
So ahead or right? You can't go left, Xana.
where's north?
Let's see. Oh God, where's north? I think north is straight ahead. I believe.
Right ahead. Oh, we gotta go on the north, I suppose.
So you got to vote for ahead. Okay. So we've got 2 votes for right, 2 votes for ahead. Two votes for right, 3 votes for ahead. Anyone else? Everyone's gonna stick with ahead? This is the no one has any opinion part. Ahead. Okay. Looks like ahead is gonna win. Going once, going twice. Alright. Okay. You are now entering the center of Kare proper, and the buildings and homes are much more closely grouped together. Humans and creatures skulk in the streets. I did count your vote, Xanos. Yeah, I didn't count your vote because you said left. Fail. You are now entering the center of Kare proper, and the buildings and homes are much more closely grouped together. Humans and creatures skulk in the streets. It is late afternoon, and you had better start thinking about where you will spend the night. You are walking along at about the same pace as a youngster, and the two of you start chatting. He is a strange fellow who calls himself Slang. He tells you he lives beyond the north gate of Kare. He also tells you remarkable stories about his mother being a skunk bear, about how he eats nothing but rat's brains, and that he is a personal servant to the first noble of Kare. You soon realize that he is a compulsive liar. Everything he says is untrue. Eventually you reach a junction near his destination. Before he leaves, you may ask him for advice. Will you ask him how you may most quickly reach the nearest inn, or will you ask him whether he can direct you to one of the holders of the lines to the North Gate spell? So are you going to ask him about how to get to the nearest inn, or are you going to ask him about how to get to one of the holders of the lines to the North Gate spell? And remember, this guy's a compulsive liar.
Definitely second choice.
Okay, I got 2 votes for Northgate. Three votes for North, 1 vote for Inn. 4 votes for North, 1 vote for Inn. Oh no, 4 votes for North, 2 votes for Inn, sorry. 4 votes for North, 4 votes for Inn, tied up. 4 for North, 4 for Inn. 4 for north, 4 for in. Tied up. It's gonna be. It's tied up, 4 to 4. Hey, Meatbomb, good to see you. Chat can fill you in. You're just deciding right now whether to go 4 votes. So I've got 4 votes to go north, and 4 votes to ask him about finding a holder for the north gate, like one of the spell lines, and 4 votes for the inn. This guy is a compulsive liar, by the way. And right now it's tied up, 4 to 4.
I would not ask him the way to go, because really he would tell you to go like right in the hell.
Yeah, that's true. 6 to in. All right. 6 in. All right. So what's up, Maps and Legends? All right. So we've got 6 votes for the in. So it looks like in's gonna win unless I get a big run on the Northgate spell. Okay, here we go. Okay. He says, if you wish to find an inn for the night, he says, then if I were you, I would not turn right at the junction ahead. You thank him for his advice and puzzle over his answer as you approach the junction. Remember, he is a compulsive liar. So again, he says, if you wish to find an inn for the night, then if I were you, I would not turn right at the junction ahead. Remember, he's a compulsive liar. So, okay. So let's see. At the junction ahead, that one that we just talked about, you may either continue straight on or turn right. So straight or right?
Right.
Kessler says right. Nenowin says right.
Because I'm not right.
Flamed right. Meat Bomb, double negative liar, go up. So I've got 3 for right, 1 person for up. 3 person for right, 2 for up. 4 person for right, 2 people for up, and 1 troll. 4 person for right, 3 people for up.
And 1 troll.
And 1 troll. Right, yeah. 4 person for right, 3 for up, and 1 troll. Oh, we're tied up. 4 people for right, 4 people for up, and 1 troll.
At least we're not even in number of trolls.
Actually, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, up maybe even be leading. So I have 1 right. Let's see. 1 up, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 up. I was right. Oh, Xanos says right, and Fitz says up. So now we've got 5. 5 to 5. Right and up.
Oh, really?
Wow. 5 to 5, right and up. Who will win this titanic struggle? Graphite comes in to break the tie. Right now we're turning right. Ikongu comes in. Oh, right's taking up. Troll up. Oh no. Benny Hill comes back the other way. Right now right is leading by 1 vote. Right is going to be winning this in 1, 2, 3. Right it is. All right. All right.
Hope we're going right.
Okay. Passing through the streets, you reach another junction where you may either continue straight or passing through the streets, you reach another junction where you may either continue straight on or turn left.
Turn left.
So I got left or straight. Graphite says left. Left. Left, 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 left. Everyone's like, wait a minute. Okay, left it is. Further along the street, you pass a small chapel. From the noises inside, you would guess that a meeting of some sort is going on. Do you wish to investigate this meeting or continue on your way?
Probably continue would be a better choice.
Okay, so I have 1 vote for continue. Burn it, Fitz. Investigate, right? 1 vote for continue, 1 vote for investigate. 2 for investigate. 3 for investigate. 4 for investigate. 5 for investigate. 2 for continue. 6 for investigate. 2 for continue. 6 for investigate. 3 for continue. 7 for investigate. 3 for continue. 7 for investigate. 4 for continue. Alright, 7 for investigate. 4 for continue. Going once. Going twice. Alright, investigating it is. You step into the chapel as a woman and her child are leaving. He really is a holy man, Mother, the little one is saying. Salen's brother, the lame one, answered his questions yesterday and his leg was healed. He ran for the first time in his life. You are intrigued and you enter the meeting hall. A large number of children and adults are sitting on the floor. At one end, on a platform, is a gray-haired man in white robes talking to the crowd. Does anyone else wish to take the test of slang? He asks. If you can answer my question, he will grant you any wish. If you cannot, you must renounce your own god and worship slang, the god of malice. Do you wish to take up the challenge, or do you wish to leave? Will you
Leave. Well,
You're gonna leave, or you're gonna take up the challenge?
I wanna leave. I really wanna leave.
Alright, let's see what we got. We have 2 votes for leave, 1 challenge. So see, 1 for challenge, 3 for leave, 2 for challenge, 3 for leave, 3 for challenge, 3 for leave, 4, 5 for challenge, 4 for leave, 6, 7 for challenge. Oh no, Xanos already did that. 6 for challenge, 4 for leave. 7 for challenge, 5 for leave. Okay, so I have 7 votes for challenge, 5 for leave.
Life mistakes can't teach them anymore. Yeah.
7 for challenge, 5 for leave. Going once. Going twice. Alright, here we go. You raise your hand.
Leave.
You raise your hand and accept his challenge. And who is your god, stranger? Asked the priest. You tell him. Libra, the goddess of justice. I know nothing of her, he says. You will find slang a much more powerful deity. Let us see whether Libra can help you with the challenge of slang. If you answer my question correctly, you may ask anything you wish. But if you cannot, you must renounce Libra and become a follower of slang. Do you agree? You nod and tell him to ask his question. Bigfoot the elder walked south for 3 furlongs sowing oats, then east for 2 furlongs sowing corn, then north another 5 furlongs sowing wheat, and finally southwest for 4 furlongs sowing hay. Have you got that? Are you ready for the question? I love this music for this part. Do you guys want me to do that again? Bigfoot the elder walked south for 3 furlongs sowing oats, then east for 2 furlongs sowing corn, then north another 5 furlongs sowing wheat, and finally southwest for 4 furlongs sowing hay. Have you got that? Are you ready for the question? Guys ready? Alright. The question is, and here the priest pauses for effect. The tension mounts in his audience. The question is, what was his favorite color? You protest strongly as his question is most unfair, whereupon the crowd bursts into laughter. You smile sheepishly as you realize you have been caught by what must be one of his standard hoaxes. He is certainly quite a showman for a priest. All right then, Annalander, he starts. You were amazed. How did he know you were from Annaland? He asks his question. In Bigfoot's family are 6 sons. Bigfoot is nearing the end of his life, and he wishes to do exactly among his sons. He gives 5 gold pieces to the second youngest son, 13 gold pieces to his eldest son, and 9 to the 4th youngest son. Do you know how much the other sons received, and how many gold pieces he possessed in all? Now, the way this works, guys, is that you need to think carefully about the answer, and when you've decided, you want to put in chat what the answer is. It'll be a number, and if we're right, then I'll tell you. So I'll read that again. Bigfoot's family has 6 sons. Bigfoot is nearing the end of his life, and he wishes to divide his wealth exactly among his sons. He gives 5 gold pieces to his second youngest son, 13 gold pieces to his eldest son, and 9 to the 4th youngest son. Do you know how much the other sons received, and how many gold pieces he possessed in all? Okay. It's up to you guys. Logic puzzle for the win. Oh, you want it one more time, Fitz? Okay. Here you go. One more time, guys. Ready? In Bigfoot's family are 6 sons. Bigfoot is nearing the end of his life, and he wishes to divide his wealth exactly among his sons. He gives 5 gold pieces to his second youngest son, 13 gold pieces to his eldest son, and 9 gold pieces to the 4th youngest son. Do you know how much the other sons received, and how many gold pieces he possessed in all? Give you guys a minute to work that out.
I'm still trying to solve it. Because, am I right? Second elders got 5 coins. When the fourth
Second
got
youngest
9.
second youngest got 5 gold, Nedwin.
Oh,
Second youngest
that was-
got 5 gold.
oh. Now I...
I'll give you guys a minute to talk about it, like each other. And feel free to explain your reasoning too.
We need to call 2 numbers, yeah? Like, oh no, 11 or 1.
I think it's 1 because I think it's. My guess is it's the
call
same.
the
I think.
amount of... Yeah?
Yeah, so I think it's 1 number combined. It's like. Right. So in other words, like basically, how many gold pieces total?
Okay.
The last clue fits. So the clues were 5 gold pieces to his second youngest son, 13 gold pieces to his eldest son, and 9 to the 4th youngest son. Kessler right now has the 48 number.
Too much. I can tell. Too much.
Meatball.
Something like around 30.
Yeah, so this is Kessler's reasoning that he's giving you right now.
He said evenly distribute his...
48.
Oh,
So far we have 3 votes for 48. 48. Fitz agrees with 48. Is everyone on 48?
Well,
Neto, and
48 is?
yeah.
Why not?
All right, so we got like 5 or 6 votes for 48. We got 1 vote for 78.
Oh no, 78. Too much.
Yeah, but remember, Warp, he said you already know that he gave the others a different amount of gold. He wished to divide his wealth exactly, not that each son gets the exact same amount, but that he would give all of his gold away exactly. So like he won't have any change left over.
Yeah.
That's what he means by that, Warp. Not that each son gets the same. You understand the difference? All right. So it looks like unless there's a bunch of other votes, looks like we're going to go for 48 here. Going once. Going twice. Okay. The priest cannot hide his disappointment. Apparently the people of Kare are not trained in the science of mathematics, as you were in Analand. As he has agreed, he will grant you one wish. You ask him what he knows of the spell to open the north gate of Kare. I am unable to tell you the spell in its entirety, he says, as only the first noble of Kare knows all 4 lines. But I can tell you one line, which is, I bid you portals open wide. His audience is amazed at your wisdom, and they shout out their good wishes as you leave the chapel. Well done, guys. You just got your second line.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Well done. Yeah, Kessler was on this already, and then everyone else came up with the same one. All right, I bid you portals open wide. Let me write that down.
And by the way, our guy has won.
Your guys won. That's right. Well done. Yeah.
No. Not we guys, but our guy has won. We have better guy.
What? Say it again?
Priest was telling.
Oh yeah. No, you
know,
won. Yeah, you get to continue to worship Libra. Your god was right. You guys were right, and actually, you're able to restore your luck score to its initial level. But it's turned out you haven't used up your luck. So, well done, guys. You're halfway there. 2 lines of the spell down. 2 to go. Okay. Night is approaching, and you have no wish to spend it in the streets of Kare. You stop a passing woman and ask the way to a nearby inn. Head onwards to the port, she tells you. There is an inn that way. But hurry, stranger, for night is approaching. You thank her for her help and continue. Eventually you reach the Wayfarer's Rest and step inside. You enter the Wayfarer's Rest. It is a noisy, bustling place, and no one takes much notice as you enter. The innkeeper is behind the bar, trying to serve the numerous creatures all demanding their ale at the same time. The inn is eventually evidently a local for the sailors of the port, as salty types and buxom wenches are laughing together and singing shanties around the tables. That's one for you, Xanos. You manage to catch the innkeeper's attention. He is a surly, bald-headed man, used to dealing with the rabble from the docks, and is surprised at your dress and obviously well-educated tone. "And what be your purpose in these here parts?" he asks. You explain you would like a bed for the night, perhaps with some food, and ask the price. "A room up top will be 4 pieces of gold," he says, "and we'll feed you to the gills for another 4. So the question is, do you wish to eat before you rest? Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. You can't eat because you'll remember that your stomach is still burned from the pig. So you're not going to be able to eat until tomorrow. So the question is whether or not you're going to rest. So sorry about the food. But, hey, Laporte, good to see you, man.
Okay.
So are you guys going to stay or not? You can't eat, but you could stay. So we've got rest.
Rest for the best.
I have a note about it, Guzas, and also DM for 20 plus years. 6 rest. Okay. So there we go. So it's going to be 4 gold. So let me drop that down. You guys will notice that you now have only 4 gold left. So your gold situation is getting critical. All right. You wander upstairs to your room. The room is dark and you have been given no candle, so you grope around for the bed and sit on it. You may, if you wish, eat provisions here, but you can't for the reasons I've already expressed. You lie back on your mattress and fall asleep. You have the strangest dream that you have been captured by a torturer with a sadistic imagination who is plotting all sorts of horrific fates for you. You wake up with a fright and a cold sweat. It is just about sunrise and the early morning light coming through the window lights up your room. Above your head is a sight which makes you freeze. Your movement is restricted by tough leather ties which strap you into your bed, and above your neck is the sharp, heavy blade of a guillotine. A chuckle from the bedside catches your attention, and you look over into the squinting eyes of the innkeeper. He laughs loudly. He is after meat for the day's stew, which you may be providing. Perhaps he does not like to kill others himself, or perhaps he just delights in prolonged suffering, but whatever the reason, he has given you a chance of escape, with a rope fixed round your left wrist. He undoes the tie, and you can feel a weight in your hand. You may pull or release the rope. One choice will mean your certain death. The other will raise the blade and allow you to sit up and unfasten your ties. The laughing innkeeper is obviously quite mad and will give you no help. Will you pull the rope or release it? Now, I will, let me see. So you can either pull the rope or release it. Now, before you actually take your vote, I'm going to give you guys a chance to sort of support this. I will give you, if you're willing to test your luck, and you're lucky, you will make the right choice automatically. So you can test your luck if you wish, but if you are unlucky and you test your luck, then you fail automatically. So in other words, you can either guess, pull or release, or you can test your luck.
Test luck, of course, test luck.
Okay, so I have 2 test luck votes. 3 test luck votes. Test luck, test luck. Everyone's like, please God. Okay, so the way that you test luck, Meat Bomb, is you see how you have in the right side of your screen in the stream, you see that it says luck 11? So, we're going to roll, and actually, since Nedwin's in TeamSpeak with me, and I don't see, and Night Sky doesn't seem to be on at the moment, he will be my official dice roller. So,
I'm on. Yeah.
okay, or Shaney. Well, whoever wants to be an official dice roller can be. What you guys are going to do is you have to roll 2 6-sided dice. You know, if you find an online die roller, that's fine.
Yeah.
And if you get the number 11 or less, then you've been lucky. But once you get that, your luck number is going to drop by 1.
To drop by how much?
Just by 1 point.
Oh, it's okay. I think we'll test luck. Yeah, guys? Hey, Lipo.
Hold on a second. I'm just fixing one thing here. Because that bottom number should be the initial. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
So, like, roll the dice, 6-sided dice, twice.
Correct. So you're gonna roll. So you're gonna roll one 6-sided die twice. Yep.
Okay, let's try it out.
And why don't you roll it? Why don't you tell us each die roll as you make it, just for added suspense?
I will definitely. Give me a second.
Also, you're on your honor
You can
here,
do
my
it
friend.
on your. You can do it like open wide by opening some kind of random org and rolling out 1 out of 6.
I
2
could, but the
times.
reason I don't want to do it myself is because I want to give you guys something. I don't want it to just be passive where you guys are watching it. That's why I'm having like people in chat do it. Otherwise, I would.
Okay, 2 numbers, 3 and 2.
Wow, so you were clearly lucky under those circumstances. All right, so you guys are in fact lucky. Your luck drops by 1, but you were lucky. The answer was to release the rope, and so you release it. The guillotine blade rises, and you breathe a sigh of relief. The innkeeper curses and disappears downstairs, allowing you to release your bonds. You leave the inn smartly. First of all, you add a luck point for having made the correct choice, so you immediately get your luck point back. By the way, the reason I gave you that, guys, that choice is because it was another picture thing where you can see the way the rope, like, ties around and wraps. And rather than spending 20 minutes describing how each, like, rope tied to the... I was like, no, I'm going to give you the test of luck option. So, yeah. However, the good news is that you may add 2 stamina points for your night's sleep, because you slept really well until you woke up to a guillotine. I told you, man, Kare, City Port of Traps, scary place, man. Good thing you didn't eat the food there either, by the way. Soylent Green is people. All right. So, good job, guys. Did you eat it all yesterday? And of course, you did not eat it all yesterday. That means you are famished and must deduct 3 stamina points. But the
Told
good
you we should have eaten there.
nothing you could do about it because you couldn't eat anyway. Now you no longer have that penalty though, so your stomach is now healed enough that you'll be able to eat when you get a chance. Oh, Kessler.
Like
Before
2 days ago.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, Kessler, before we go on, just because I think it's funny, I want chat to explain to you what just happened. You stated a Best Western that did the same thing. Max, that's funny. So tell Kessler what happened, guys.
Like with a dice roller or what?
Yeah, like, well, that and, like, because he wasn't here, so he didn't know what happened with the innkeeper and all.
I'm not sure.
Flamed Ghost is explaining it.
Okay. You can for now reduce the luck by 1 point, I suppose.
No, I picked it back up because you got it back. Because remember, you lost it, but then you got it back because you made the right choice.
Funny.
Yeah,
So
Kessler,
it's
when you woke up from your sleep, he had hooked up your hand and like everything to this like elaborate guillotine system, and you could either pull or release the guillotine rope, and one of them would like release the blade, and the other one would cause it to fall on your neck. And I gave you the chance to test your luck, and you guys ended up being lucky, so you were able to make the right choice. And basically, the reason he wanted to behead you was to come up with meat for his stew for that day.
Can you tell me if we?
Oh no, I don't care, Kessler. You can always talk as long as you're not going to disrupt things. But of course you can talk, sure.
For example, if we wanna like use our luck, yeah, in the same case, but if it wouldn't be so big, like for example 2 or 1, yeah, if we would die, would it reduce our luck the next try or not?
I don't. I'll have to think about that and see what. We'll cross that bridge, I guess, when we get to it. I'm not sure. That's a good question. That's a good question, but I don't. You know, we'll see. I don't know yet. we'll see when we get there. But in this case, you did. And actually, you were very lucky. So that, I mean, you easily passed that test the luck thing. So, okay. So on we go. By the way, you've also hit a save point, as it were, because we've started the next day. Okay. Oh, that's the Final Fantasy Tactics death music, and that doesn't count because you guys didn't die. All right, you leave the inn. In the morning light, you can see that it is set almost on the riverside and is a short distance from the harbor bridge, the only crossing of the Jibaji. You cross the great river. On the far bank, there is a fork in the road. Will you turn left or right?
Last time was left, so now we might go right, probably.
Let's see, we got left, 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 right, right. We've got 4 lefts and 3 rights. 5 lefts, 3 rights. This music is the choosing which way to go choice. Where are you? We're gonna go left or right or left. Okay, 5 lefts, 4 rights. 5 less 4 rights going once. 5 less 4 rights going twice. Alright, left it is. Alright, you turn left and immediately fall to your death. No, just kidding. You turn left. You follow a narrow, winding street which takes you past shops and stalls. It is still early and they will not be open for an hour or two yet, but there are stirrings from within the houses as the day's activities begin. A face appears at one window and seems to watch you pass, although its eyes are closed, and you are not sure that you can actually be seen. Another similar creature stands at a doorway washing in the street. It is thin and spindly with a long face, and again, its eyes are closed. More of these creatures, young males, are hanging about in a group a little further up. They are talking and kicking stones in the gutter. One of them sees you and speaks to the others. This could be trouble. Do you wish to continue as normal and bid them a pleasant day as you pass? Continue, but be ready to defend yourself if they attack, or take a side street and avoid them.
Be ready to attack.
Okay, I got 1 vote for defense, 2 votes for defense, 1 vote for side street, 3 votes for defense, 1 for side. So again, pass them and say hi, take a side street or be ready to defend yourself.
Street fighter.
So let's see. Defend. Sorry, Kessler?
I said now it's time to be man mode.
Man mode. Defend. Defend. Side street, side street, side street. Okay, so right now, it looks like defend is winning. No, not a single one of you is like, let's just pass by and say hi. Let's not let first impressions go. You're like, no, my God, but run away or kill them, you know. Because you guys are all...
know. I just want to test our sword.
Well, no, I mean, dude, if I was in a city where I had just woken up from having the innkeeper fix a guillotine to my bed, I think I might be a little shell-shocked myself, you know. Okay, so defend yourself it is. They watch you carefully as you pass. They are aware that you are ready for a fight, but they show no signs of apprehension. Suddenly, one of them shouts to the others, and they all charge at you. You will have to fight them. All right. So, a fight is here. So, you must either attack them with your weapon, or you may cast a spell. So, let me give you guys the spell options.
Wait a second. Given us a tip. What gave us the point that we were ready to the battle?
What do you mean? Oh, what made them realize that?
No. We've chosen to be ready to the battle.
To defend yourself, right.
Yes. What opportunities does it give to us?
It means that you have a chance to cast a spell or prepare yourself first. If you hadn't done that, they would have gotten a bonus in their combat. Like, as you're past them, they could have, like, stabbed you in the back type of thing. So by doing this, you were ready when they did attack you. So they lose the advantage they would have had.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep. All right, so here are your options. Here are the spell options if you guys want to go this way. You could cast Gak, and Gak is a fear spell. It causes great fear within your opponent. It costs 1 stamina point, but you need a black face mask to wear, and I don't believe you have that. You can check your inventory right there, but I don't think you have that. So there's that. Yeah, from the auditory cape. It's all about the cape, man. Let's see. You could choose How. Now, the How spell... Give me a second. I'll find that in a minute.
Awesome name.
I know, I love these spell names. Okay, the How spell. The spell is to be used in perilous situations when information about the safest way of escape is desired. When you cast the How spell, you will get an inclination towards one exit, or if a means of defense is present nearby, you will be directed towards it by a strange psychic force. So you can basically cast a What Should I Do spell. That costs 2 stamina points. You could cast Kin, and Kin is basically creating a bunch of doubles, doppelgangers, of the guys that you're facing. But to cast that, you need a gold-backed mirror, and I don't believe that you have one. So there's that. You could cast, let's see. You could cast Dud, and what Dud does is it basically creates a fake pile of treasure. So you could basically cast this fake pile of treasure if you want and see if that fools them and if they'll kind of go off for that. Or the last option that you have is you can cast... let me see, let me make sure this is an option for you. You can cast Mud. And Mud basically does exactly what it sounds like on the tin. It actually turns the area into a mud pit. The problem is that you need sand to cast it. So of the spells that you could actually cast because you have the physical ingredients, you could cast How, which is the What Should I Do spell, or Dud, which is the fake treasure spell, or you can attack them with your weapon. Okay, so those are your 3 options. So you've got How, Dud, or attack.
I think we can... How many of them? Do you know?
What did I say? 4, I think?
If 4?
My favorite fight music in Final Fantasy Tactics right here. Okay, so we've got Dud, 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 Dud. We've got 1 attack and 1 How. So Dud is going to win unless I get more Hows or attacks. Dud. I love that you're fighting with this fight scene. Okay, so Dud it is. So we're going to deduct 2 stamina points for casting the spell. Alright. You cast your spell and create illusionary mound of treasure in the road, promising this to the creatures. They scoff haughtily at you, and one shouts out, "You feeble-minded barnacle! Our eyes may be closed, but we're not blind. Your riches are naught but an illusion. Let's have this dimwit, friends." They move towards you, and you draw your weapon. Apparently they were not drawn in by the fake treasure.
Okay.
Oh, cool, Kessler. Hey, Jobless. My stream is DCing for you, losing connection for one half a second every 2 minutes. Is anyone else having that problem?
Not me.
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that problem over here. I don't know. Okay. All right. On. Yeah, sorry, Jobless. I don't know. Okay, on we go. They laugh as you draw your weapon. One of them opens his eyes, and a beam of red fire shoots through the air at your wrist, burning you, lose 2 stamina points, and causing you to drop your weapon. It's like Cyclops, guys. This is why they have their eyes closed all the time. So you lose 2 stamina. You guys are starting to run into some trouble with that stamina. They advance and surround you, and you have no option but to surrender to them. They march you off with your weapon to a square building and take you inside. Another creature, similar but a little older, talks to them. It seems that this is their jail, and you are locked inside a cell. Your backpack and weapons are taken from you, and you are locked into a cell watched over by a red-eye guard. You have a cellmate, a chirpy little elven, who greets you and welcomes you to your new home. He comes from the Elven Valley in the Shamutanti Hills, and since he has been locked in the cell for months now, he is glad of some company. You ask him why he hasn't been able to escape, as elvens are magical creatures, but he shakes his head, saying that he cannot get any of his spells to work in the jail. He suspects that a scramble spell operates here to neutralize magic. During your journey, you may have found a key which fits the lock of your cell. If so, you may wait until the guard falls asleep, then use it to escape. If you do not have the key, and I'm pretty sure you don't, because the key that you have was the key to get into Kare. You don't have a key for the cell. Let me just double check and make sure that that's the case. Yeah, you don't have that key. So, your only other option, and you do have it, is you may call on Libra for her help. This may be the time to call in a favor from the goddess. Remember now, when you call on Libra, you cannot use her again for the rest of this book, but you're kind of in a bad spot otherwise.
No, I don't think we'll use it.
Well, I should finish up that sentence. It says, otherwise you will remain in Kare's jail for the rest of your life. So,
What? Wait, what?
your basic options are Libra or else. Or the
Libra
key.
will die.
Well, actually, key or Libra or else.
Key? What kind of key? I missed that.
No, I was saying you don't have the key. There is a possibility you could have found one, but... See you, man.
Is there any more options? A beat more?
Sadly, no. And you can't kill the guard flame because you're fighting Cyclops. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I suppose we did. Yeah, why not? Let's use him.
I'd like to point out that you might have, if you guys had screwed up that challenge against the priest, you wouldn't even have been able to call on Libra because you would have had to renounce your religion. So you guys already, succeeded there, so.
Too lucky, yeah?
Yeah. All right, so is that the vote? Praying to Libra? Not a lot of options
We
here.
don't have a choice.
Yeah, not really. All right. Here we go. You pray to your deity. You hear a small click from the door, and the elven whispers, "Psst, it's worked. The door is open." You may now leave whenever you wish, but you decide to wait until the guard has fallen asleep. You make a silent prayer of thanks to Libra, but remember, you may not call on her help again in this adventure. Well, she came through, guys. I'm going to mark that down. All right. Time to find a new god, Laporce. Yeah. You're like, well, use that one up. That's pretty funny. If you get past Kare, you'll be able to use call on her again in the next book, but right now that's the deal. Okay. When the guard eventually falls asleep, you open the cell door. You pick up your backpack and weapons and leave the jail, running off down the road. The little elven escapes with you. He is most grateful to you for freeing him and rewards you by casting a luck spell on you. You may restore your luck to its initial level, which is what's already there. You continue along the back streets for a while, and eventually you both part company. Alright, you guys made it out.
restoring luck on each corner.
I know, it's amazing, right? It's,
No.
yeah, Lego, entirely within Kare. I know, right? I know, you wanted it to be stamina, I know. The way onwards leads up a street along which a market is being set up. Will you wait to see what is being offered, or will you continue up the street? And actually, hold on a second. Hold on, hold on. Oh, you know what? Okay, I made a mistake earlier. I'm sorry. Remember I told you that there were 2 times when you'd be able to meet Flanker, the guy that you rescued? Well, when you got to the Wayfarer's Rest, that inn, that was one of the times. So it doesn't affect what eventually happened to you guys, but I'm going to let you know because it will improve your situation in one respect. So kind of put this, compartmentalize what I was just telling you, okay? Retcon back to the inn. So we're back in the inn for a minute, okay? And let me just tell you what happened in the inn. I apologize, I missed that reference. So, this is what he says. Ahoy there, this is back in the inn, okay? So pretend this happened before the whole guillotine thing happened. Ahoy there, my fellow travelers, says the voice. You turn and grin as you recognize the face of Flanker the assassin. Friend, I cannot stay with you here, he says. He was just leaving with 2 other dubious-looking characters. But how have things been with you since we last met? You'll find rest here, but are you short of cash? I've just had a run of luck at the Vlada gambling halls. Tonight I'm flush. Here, have enough for a drink and a room. He gives you 5 gold pieces. Watch the ale here, though. 1 mug is refreshing, 2 will make you merry, but 3 will put you out for the night. Anyway, be seeing you again. He rejoins his companions, and they all leave with linked arms, skipping and singing. You assume he has had 2 mugs of ale. Okay, so that's what happened, and then, like, it continued with the normal thing. So the basic effect is that you got 5 gold. So, sorry about that I missed that. Okay, there we go. Now we're back to where we were before. Apologies. So now we're back to where we were. So, the way onwards leads up a street along which a market is being set up. So, are you going to wait to see what's being offered at the market, or continue up the street? If you are short of cash, you may wish to enter a large building on the left with a sign outside reading, The Gambling Halls of Lada. So, you can either wait for the market, continue up the street, or gamble at the Gambling Halls of Lada.
Right, I'm gonna go get some sleep off. I've got work in about 9 hours.
Okay, Shaney. Sounds good, man. Thanks.
See you later.
You there?
Okay, so we've got wait. Oh, so wait, Kessler.
User disconnected from
Whoa,
your
whoa, whoa, whoa,
channel.
whoa, whoa.
I changed my vote. Sorry.
Flame changes. Flame also changed the vote. Okay, so I've got gamble. So I've got gamble, wait, gamble, gamble. All right, looks like we're gambling. All right, gamble it is. Okay.
Why gamble? I don't want to gamble.
I'm afraid you're getting outvoted on this one, Net. All right. You enter the hall. In spite of the time of day, a noisy crowd is inside. No one notices your entry as everyone is preoccupied with their games. The click of dice and the clatter of the Wheel of Fortune are the only sounds that can be heard above the hubbub. Do you wish to try your luck with the Wheel of Fortune on the dice table, or will you leave the gambling halls? So Wheel of Fortune, dice table, or leave the halls. Hi, Random Cow.
Leave the holes? No?
Wheel of Fortune, dice, or leave. I've got wheel, dice. Oh, yeah, Random, sorry. Chat will explain what's going on here in just a minute. Wheel, dice. Okay, wheel. 5 wheels, 2 dice, and I've got 1 plaintive vote for leaving, which is Nedwin. But everyone else either wants the wheel or dice. Looks like wheel is winning.
I don't want to die.
Can I pick Ted Zombie?
I don't want to lose all my gold.
Okay, so it looks like it's going to be wheel. So as I go get to the wheel page, guys, can somebody explain quickly to Random Cow basically what we're doing here?
I'm working on it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you got it random? As you guys are talking, I found the page. So I'm now finishing up this delicious piece of chocolate cream pie that I got tonight at the restaurant where my family ate. Chocolate cream pie. Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Yep. Delish-us. And it was ridiculous. I forgot. It was at a New Jersey diner. And I forgot that New Jersey diners are well known because they basically take a normal portion of food and they're like, forget about it. Let's give you 3 times normal food. So they brought me like half a pie. It was ridiculous. Like, not that much, but it was this ridiculously big slice. So I had half then, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll have more. Here, sure, here goes, Annis.
You gotta put the rules on your page, Arv. Really.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know this was going to be that way, but yeah, I'll have to do that as well. Okay. Although they're explaining it pretty well. So, yeah, basically, random, I'm going to give you, you're going to have a series of options, and I'll basically select those options. Vegan-style pies? Yeah. So, yeah. All right, here we go. So, it's wheel time. The Wheel of Fortune will cost you 1 gold piece per spin. So, every time you spin, you deduct 1 gold piece. And then the way this is going to work is, in the book, they have it so that on some pages of the book is a basically a little line that says how much gold that you've won or haven't won. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put a little bookmark at our spot. Then I'm going to close the book, and I'm going to have you guys tell me whether I should do, like, just turn a few pages, whether I should turn, like, a medium amount of pages, or whether I should turn a lot of pages. So, like, should I just open the book a little bit? Should I open it somewhere to the middle? Or should I just freaking, riffle the hell out of it and head towards the end of the book? Okay? So we're going to pay 1 gold piece because you have to play once. So we drop that to 8. Now I'm going to close this. All right, now here we go. Are we talking... open it just and look at it like just the first page, like first couple pages? Should I head for the middle of the book, or should I riffle the crap out of it and head towards the end of the book?
So wait, what are we trying to get?
So throughout the book are these random pages. Some of the pages have something which lists different amounts of money that you may or may not win. So the way that I'm simulating it is I'm basically talking about whether you're going to do, whether you want me to just open a few, like basically look in the beginning of the book, like just riffle a couple pages from the beginning, go to the middle, or whether I should riffle and head to the end. So basically, beginning, middle, or end, and little for me will count as beginning. So I've got 1, 2,
246 page.
yeah, 3 for middle. I've got 2 for little, and I've got, which is beginning, and I've got riffle. I've got 2 riffle. So right now it looks like middle is winning.
246 sixth page.
Yeah, the problem with that, Kessler, the reason you can't do that is because this doesn't have page numbers, it has entries. And like there's a series of entries, like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't.
Yeah.
So yeah. Otherwise I would have suggested that. So, right. Okay, so it looks like so far middle is winning. Are people good with that? Middle? So far middle is winning. No, you cannot choose burn the book, random cow.
I want you to count a page and go to page 273.
Page 273.
I wanna call Gordon Freeman.
Actually, wait. You know what? No, there is a way to do that. I take this back. I'm sorry. Kessler gave me an idea. There is a way to do it. I'll tell you guys this instead. Here's the way it works. There are 511 entries in the book. So you guys tell me which number entry you want me to go to. And I'll look at the page that entry's on, and we'll see if you win anything. Now, I don't really know how to have chat discuss it, Basically, I guess I'll just have it so that, like, I guess we'll just sort of see, like, people can throw out a few number possibilities, and then just try to coalesce around, like, one number, and I'll choose that. Everyone see what I'm asking? So there's 511, so just basically choose a number between that and 511. I'll turn to the page with that entry, and then we'll see whether or not you win.
Wait, how many were there?
511, 511.
56 page.
Okay, so we're all over the place right now. So we need to kind of coalesce. I have a couple of votes for 7.
I randomized. Mine was 315.
Give me a
Okay.
second. Where is it? Coin flipper, playing card shuffler.
Hmm. 42. Okay, so we've got like... So we got 21, 287, 420, 42, 7, 17, 315, 42. Meat Bomb suggests we average them. Oh god, that'll be rough. I think it's more you guys should coalesce around one of the numbers that you have. So you've got 21, 287, 420, 42, 7, 17, 315. So people should coalesce behind one of the numbers.
We will take an average between all of them. I just need
All right.
to go.
Nedon's going to come up with an average then.
Okay. Make sure that everyone has only one number chosen.
I think they do. Well, Xanos has the same number chosen. He's just really anxious that it gets chosen, so he keeps putting exclamation
Look at
points.
Legion.
But it's the same number.
Lego has several.
Oh, okay, that's right, that's right. Lego, do you want 287, 17, or 179? Choose one of them, man. Which one do you want? $179. Okay, Lego's choosing 179. Nedo's going to average it together, I think, random, and we'll see what happens.
Xanos said 42 twice.
Yeah, he's really anxious on 42.
What number? 179?
Yes, 179.
I think
Sure.
that it is. And my 56. Okay, it's divided by 6. 122. And you cannot believe it's integer.
122 what?
122 entry. Like it's
Okay,
average
you
between
spin the
giant
wheel.
numbers.
You spin the wheel. It clicks along. Click, 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 click. And it lands on 0.
0 coins or 0 numbers?
0. So you don't get any coins. You do not win the gamble.
How
What's on
much
page
does
42?
we spend?
That also was 0. So you guys can gamble again if you want.
Oh, so we can. Don't tell us what is behind that number.
You could spin the wheel again.
By 1 coin, I suppose. Yeah,
It's 1.
1 coin. Okay.
Do you guys want it? So do you guys want to gamble one? It was 1 coin. It cost you. You could gamble again if you want.
Let's do it like this. This is the line where we gambled before.
Okay. So now, right? Netowin just put the line down. So see whether you wanna gamble again.
Again.
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All in.
Random is the voice of
Anywhere
reason. Random's like, guys, no. Right now, the overwhelming majority is drunk on the possibility of gambling. All of a sudden, it's like indecent
Okay.
proposal, but without Demi Moore.
I think it's again.
Looks like it's again. All right. So you guys know the way this works.
Maybe Arv, can we do it another way? Like, can we set amount of gold we will bet, yeah? And then just multiply all amount on the number we will
It
get.
doesn't. It does. Oh, what? Oh, you mean oh?
Like, for example.
Yeah, I see. No, I see what you're
we
saying. I see what you're saying.
We bet in 1 coin.
Yeah, I see what you're
We will
saying.
get 8 coin. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't see why not. I mean, you could technically, if you want to do that.
We can Become rich, guys. We will become rich.
Random says you do
Just-
not understand your odds. It's about 88% of us losing.
Okay, so I'm starting counting, yeah? I suppose.
Okay, well, so first of all, are you guys going to just do the one coin, I assume, or no? Are you doing this?
Yeah, how many coins?
How many coins to bet?
25 Yes.
You can't bet. I'm going to tell you right now that you can't bet more than 3. So.
We have 3 coins already? Or
Yeah, you have.
no?
You can only bet. You can't bet any more than 3, and you only have 8
Wait,
gold right now.
8 gold, yeah?
Right. So you have. So you could bet a total of 3 gold using this alternate method you're talking about.
Okay,
Right now.
why not? 3 gold.
3. They just throw coins at you.
Okay, so how many? How much do we'll spend? We'll bet.
So far it looks like we got 2 votes for 3,
I also agree with a 3, yeah? Why not?
and then put it all, which sounds to me like 3. Random still wants to bet 0. 3. 3.
Okay.
And you guys would
3
be.
on black.
Vegas wants all of you. 2 for gambling, 2 after. You can't
Okay.
bet 4, Lego. I'm going to count that as a 3.
Okay.
So basically it looks like
I
3.
think it's 3.
Yeah, so you're betting
Yeah,
3.
Okay, let's...
All right, so that's going to be your multiplier. So now everyone can throw out one random number, and then Netawin will average them together.
Only one, please. Don't call it several times. It's rather difficult to count it all in my head.
Kessler.
Yeah, I will like you, Kessler. Okay, 21, 20, 73, 42, okay,
Tin Hut?
69.
Random, I know, random, I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between 9 and 511, yeah?
Right, 511 entries.
No. Between 1 or between 9 and 500?
Between 1 and 511. Between 1.
Okay, so P would be 3, okay? 3. So it's 6.
Sure, random, you could choose 108.
7. 8.
Giz asks, what, pi? You cannot choose pi.
9. 10. Okay, this is it. Yeah, guys? Everyone? Everyone has voted.
All right. Yep, looks like that's it. What do you got?
68. 68 it is.
I did 10 million. How's the average 68?
All right,
You did
here you go.
311.
So you hear it. Jig. And you see it coming closer to jig. Win 20 gold. Jig. Fifth jig. Sit. 0. Oh. Fail.
Okay, so we lost 3 coins again.
I do feel constrained to point out you might want to use gold for other things besides this. Just letting you know.
Just letting you know.
Random. Random.
42 was
But at
0.
what cost? 42 was 0, Xanos.
Oh, by the way, I haven't chosen number. Pity.
Yes. So, are you guys going to try again, or are you going to remember your goal and leave?
Look at Jilton, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Again? No, leave. Okay, let's count the voice.
Leave. His game is cheats.
Leave.
Random. That's funny. All right.
Matrix.
Okay.
Then
On
we
your
sell
way
it.
out of the... That's funny. On your way out... You can't sell anything, Jobless. No, sorry. On your way out of the gambling halls, you pass a door marked Portal Room. If you wish to investigate the Portal Room, let me know, or would you just want to leave?
Can we make a break, coffee break, some small like 5-10 minutes, and also make a small, cute thing.
You could take a 2-minute break in a minute, but I just want to get through this and then this little part, and then
Yeah,
yes.
I'm about like
Okay.
for you to make a giveaway and everyone have a coffee.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, good call on the giveaway. I'll do that in a second. But so yes. So investigate the portal or leave. I've got portal, leave, portal, portal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portal. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portal. Then we've got leave. So 3 leave and 5 portal. 5 portal and 3 leave. Random what? We are all screwed. The cake is a lie. All right, I've got 5 for portal, 3 for leave. Going once. Going twice. I love these emoticons. All right, investigate it is. All right, you open the door cautiously. Inside, you can see a small room, and on the floor in the center of this room is a shimmering black circle, some 3 feet across. Before you have a chance to react, you are grabbed by a strong guard standing just outside the door. "Another troublemaker, eh?" says the guard, and he shoves you into the center of the room. Expecting some sort of splash as you land in the black circle, you are surprised to find that it is not liquid at all. You float slowly down through the air, turning over and over. In the pitch blackness, you cannot see a thing. Then, as if you were falling down a tunnel, you see a spot of light in the distance, which grows larger as you fall towards it. Eventually you emerge to a fate that is almost worse than death. Evidently you are in the sewers deep underneath Kare. Tunnels disappear in all directions, and the stench is unbearable. You have landed in a disgusting pile of unbelievable filth. Slime, excrement, sludge, dung, and dregs, and you are up to your neck in it. Before you can even try to crawl out of the quagmire, a splashing sound to your left draws your attention to a small opening in the wall right next to your ear. Pouring down this chute is a torrent of liquid sewage and pig swill. Within moments, it will burst from the chute straight into your face. You must decide quickly. Will you duck to avoid it? If you wish to, do you wish to duck, or you can't stand ducking? So right down, pouring down this chute is a torrent of liquid sewage and pig swill. Are you going to duck to avoid it or not?
No, we will not. Definitely.
Man up, just stay there.
Yeah, I'm also up to like just stay like, what the heck?
Okay.
It wouldn't be a
So we
question
have
if it's,
so we have duck stay, 2 duck stay, 2 duck 2 stay, 3 duck 2 stay, 3 duck 3 stay, 3 duck 4 stay, 4 duck 4 stay, 4 duck 4 stay, a 4 duck 5 stay, 4 duck 6 stay, 4 duck 7 stay. Actually 3 duck 7 stay. 4 duck 7 stay. All right, 4 duck 7 stay, 4 duck 7 stay. Okay. Here we go. You hold your breath as the filthy liquid explodes from the chute all over your face. You are violently sick, and you must deduct 3 stamina points. You're in big trouble, guys, on the stamina. You climb out of the horrendous pile of sludge you were in and clean yourself off as best as you can. Now you must try to find a way out. Will you continue ahead, then first left, first right, first right, first left? Will you continue ahead, then second right, and continue? Or will you continue ahead, then first right, first left, first right? So, are you going to go left, right, right, left? Are you going to go second right, first right, and straight? Or are you going to go right, left, right? So left, right, right, left, second right, first right, straight, or first right, first left, first right? Okay, so I've got, let's see, 1 vote, 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for 2. I've got Xanos trolling. I've got, let's see, I've got right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. I think that's actually winning by a little bit over the second option. 3, 4. So it's 4 for right, left, right, and it's 3 for right, right, straight. I know, Meat Bomb, but that's what happens when you jump into a sewer, bro. Alright, it looks like we're heading for right, left, right. Going once. Going twice. Alright. You did that, say that, random. You arrive in a dead-end passage, knee-deep in sewage. A bubbling in the liquid ahead of you makes you apprehensive, and as you watch, a shape rises out of the water. The smooth, flabby shape of a large slime eater stands before you. And actually, wait, I think I can find a picture of this. Hold on. Perfect music for this, too. Alright, guys, this is what you see. Thanks, T-minus. This is what you see, guys. You see... Whoops, sorry. You see that. That's what you see. Dun, dun, dun.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. It sees you and roars loudly, reaching out with you with its blubbery arms. You will have to fight the creature. Okay, now here's the deal, guys, for fighting this creature, this slime eater. It is... Thanks, Nedwin. You've got... it has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 11. So that's what you'd be doing if you're fighting it. Now, the problem you guys face is that you have no margin because you have 2 stamina. So that means 2 things. It means that, number 1, you've got to not lose combat. Number 2, it means that you probably don't have enough stamina to cast a spell unless it's maybe a 1 stamina spell. And I don't think... Let me see if I can find if any of these options is a 1 stamina spell.
I know what we gotta do. Go and gamble rest of the gold before we die perfectly. Like
Yeah, okay. So the only spell that you could cast... there's only 2 spells that you guys could cast. You could cast Yap or Doze. Yap allows you to speak with any creature. It requires a green wig, and you do have a green wig that Lortag the Elder gave you. So there's that option.
Whoa.
Or you could cast Doze, which slows down the creature. The problem with Doze is that it costs 2 stamina points, and that would kill you because you only have 2 stamina points. So your only real option, if you want to cast a spell, is Yap, which only takes 1 stamina point. So you can cast that, or you can just fight the thing straight up.
I agree, we should have cast Yap and talked to it. It's look at it, it's so cute. It just wanna hug us.
Just wants a hug. Okay, we got Yap, 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 Yap. Random, you're screwed. I'm going to assume by Fap it you actually mean Yap it.